Hi, Miss Seabreeze.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Have a seat.
Okay.
So first, tell me a little bit about yourself and why you feel you're qualified for this management position.
Well, I am 24 years old. I'm a new nurse. I'm currently employed at Nash Healthcare Systems. I'm a circulator in the operating room. Um, I do feel like I'm qualified for this management position because I am well rounded. I'm very open to teamwork. I communicate well. I also am currently obtaining my bachelor's degree at UNCW, where evidence based practice is a majority part of the classes. Also, leadership and business are classes that I also take.
What is your style of leadership and what style do you prefer your supervisors to display and why?
Well, I am a Democratic leader. I am very open to communication amongst my team members. I do prefer different opinions and new ideals. I prefer my supervisor to also be a Democratic leader. Unlike the autocratic leader, they're kind of like it's my way or the highway type of tone and attitude. And the laissez faire, they're just kind of like nonchalant and have a laid back attitude. And I prefer my supervisor to be up to date with everybody, in with all the coworkers, and knowing what's going on.
Describe the core values that are most important to you and why.
The two core qualities that describe me the best are integrity and recognition. Integrity hits home to me because it's the truth. If I purposely went and did something wrong, at the end of the day, I'm going to feel guilty of it. Recognition because every great nurse should be aware of what's going on. They should be on their 10 toes. They should know 2 steps ahead what's going to happen before it happens. And if it happens, solve the problem.
Give an example of a model of care that you believe is effective in delivering high quality, fiscally responsible care.
I believe the horizontal or the flat structure is the best model of care. With this structure, it allows communication to flow freely through the levels, and also it's less controlling so that employees or coworkers can feel more at ease.
List 3 skills that you feel are most important for managers to use when leading an interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary team. To what extent do you possess these skills?
Well, I believe every manager should have great communication skills, great organization skills, and also be able to have great decision making skills. Communicating well between each team member or each interdisciplinary team is a great key. Making sure communication flows well, everybody's on the same page, they know what they're doing. Everybody needs to be organized, and your manager needs to have this trait because she's the leader, or he or she is the leader. Also, they need to be having great decision making skills because you need to be able to rationalize or analyze the decision. You need to have concrete evidence that whatever decision that you make is the best decision for the company. I believe I have all 3 of these skills down packed.
What management skills are you lacking? And then what is your plan for developing these skills?
Well, to be honest, I believe I have poor delegation skills. Now, I know delegation is a key part into every management. You need to be able to learn to delegate or trust your team members, but my delegation skills are not up to par or wherever they need to be, because I believe delegation is a sign of laziness. Why ask somebody to do it when I know I can do it? And I know that's not good because I can get burned out or I can get stressed or overwhelmed, but I know when to delegate in those circumstances. But me, delegation is a very poor attribute that I have. I do know I need to work on that. Time is going to increase my delegation skills. Also, me trusting in my coworkers or my team, I know that delegation is just going to come with it.
In what ways are planning and budgeting related? What factors would you consider when planning the budget?
Well, planning and budgeting are relating because in order to budget, you must have a plan. It's kind of like going to the grocery store. You know how much money you have, and you know what you need to get, so you have a maximum cutoff of how much you want to spend. So it's kind of like, let's relate it back to nursing. If I'm the manager, I know that I have this amount of money, that's my maximum cutoff, and I would need to get what's necessary for my company. I would know how to budget. I wouldn't be getting things that are unnecessary, or I would analyze and use my resources wisely.
Let's assume that you are hired into this position and that the budgeting process has already been completed by the previous manager. You notice that the budget does not include enough money to cover staffing expenses for 3 months of the fiscal year. What steps would you take?
Well, I would analyze and look at the report, the inventory report to be exact, and I would see what was over budget, or I would look and see what I could reduce. Also, I would ask my team members to be more conservative. I would say, just be conservative on the gloves, or making sure that they are putting in the inventory, they're charging the patient for whatever items are used, or making sure that we try not to waste medicines. Just be conservative as a whole.
Now, how would you describe your level of emotional intelligence? Give me 2 examples of how your emotional intelligence has positively impacted a group or team.
Okay, well, I would say my emotional intelligence is very well. I can read people almost instantly. One example is working with my patients on a daily basis. Like I said before, I am a circulator in the operating room. So I go get the patient before surgery with my CRNA or my nurse anesthetist. So, some people are just a little anxious for surgery, and I can read that offhand very easily. I can get them more comfortable. I can talk to them throughout the whole way. I let them know that I'm there. I would stand beside them as they're being intubated. I would hold their hand. Those are just some of the things that I do for my patients. Another example is, because I am the circulator of the room, it's kind of like I'm the mother goose in charge. So my whole demeanor, atmosphere around me is very happy. People love to work with me just because I bring this great atmosphere to work. I'm always cheerful. I don't have a sad face or anything. If something's wrong with me, I try to keep that away from work and keep my mind on work.
Is there anything else you feel would be important for me to know about your qualifications to lead and manage the med-surg units?
Well, I believe that I will be a great asset to this company. I am very dependable. I am always on time. I know how to do my job correctly. I'm very easily to learn. I learn quickly. I'm a great team player. I I am what you need for this company. As I stated before, I am going back to school for my bachelor's. I am also currently employed at Nash Healthcare Systems. Before that, I had 3 years prior working at Interim. It's a home health care agency, so I have a lot of nursing background. I see this as a great opportunity. I believe that I am ready to be a part of the team. I just want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to sit down with you and have this interview, and I will be looking forward to working here shortly.